Hello again, everybody. David Clary here along with Mark Hayes, Titus Fetters, along with Ben George at the Wildcat Arena, getting set for Oak Ridge High School basketball. Lady Wildcats taking on the Maryville Lady Rebels. That's coming up in about 7 minutes. Joining me now is Ben George, and he has a little bit more information about tonight's game. Take it away, Ben.
Thank you, David. Tonight it's the Lady Wildcats taking on the Maryville Lady Rebels here at Wildcat Arena. Lady Wildcats have been trying to avoid their third loss in a row today as they take on the Maryville Lady Rebels here at Wildcat Arena. It's Maryville that ended Oak Ridge's season in the region tournament last year, and they also did the same 3 times in the last 4 years. Needless to say, the Lady Wildcats have had their trouble with our friends from Blount County. Maryville has started the season slowly with a surprising 3-7 record. Their only wins have been coming against Sweetwater, Walker Valley, and last night against Fulton. Their losses have come to Jefferson County, Sevier County twice, Heritage twice, Northview Academy, and the Kings Academy. The Lady Wildcats lead the all-time series 30-11 since 1975, but Maryville has won the past 3 since Oak Ridge's dramatic 53-50 win in the 2019 region tournament here at the arena. The Jaded win 3 with virtually no time remaining was a dagger in the Rebels' heart that night in the region tournament. The Lady Wildcats have added Ayanna Porter back to the roster after missing the first 6 games due to personal reasons. The Lady Wildcats have also lost senior Demetrius Strickland, who has decided not to continue playing. That leaves Bella Boone as the only senior on the team for the Lady Wildcats. Lady Wildcats' next game after today will be on Tuesday night at Sevier County. The Smoky Bearettes swept Oak Ridge last season, winning both games by the same score of 54-45. We'll stream that game and also broadcast it on our radio, FM 92.7. Today's games are sponsored in parts by the Fox Insurance Group, Jamie Brooks for Anderson County Chancellor, the Oak Ridge Utility District, Washboard Wash and Fold, the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic, TN Bank of Oak Ridge, Main Street Lofts, Laura Lynn Green with State Farm, and Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. We're on prepradio.com and Oak Ridge's schools television channel 1082. Just as a reminder, the boys will be taking on Hamilton Heights following this game right here at the arena. We'll be back with the starting lineups and tip-off from Oak Ridge Wildcat Arena here in just a moment.
Main Street Lofts, a premier rental community to do what you do, enjoy life, and thrive in historic Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Enjoy the lifestyle you deserve with amazing amenities and stunning modern features throughout your apartment home. Our community is sure to please. Enjoy the 24-hour cutting-edge fitness center. Take a dip in our sparkling saltwater swimming pool, or cozy up on a chilly night at our fire pit by our grilling stations. Your furry four-legged friends will surely love exercising in our pet park and getting pampered in our pet spa. Schedule a tour of your new home today or visit us 24/7 at themainstreetlofts.com to view our floor plans and amenities. Our website has our current availability, and you can just apply for your new home from our website. It's time to love where you live.
Chancellor Jamie Brooks has been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
Washboard Wash and Fold Laundry Service is designed to assist customers, providing a cost-effective means to having their clothes cleaned and processed. Our wash and fold attendants strive to meet the trust placed on them using a variety of fabric cleaning products of the customer's choice. Our customers have the choice of same-day wash, dry, and fold, or another date that fits their schedule. The Washboard Wash and Fold drop-off service is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're located at 113 Robertsville Road in Oak Ridge. after-hours drop-off box is available for the customers who work late or need to be to work before 8 a.m. We offer our services to an array of the Oak Ridge community, working parents, persons working extended hours, and local businesses. We are proud of our service to ORHS and other local schools and associations. If time is not an issue, stop by and use the self-service laundry at Bob's Washboard Laundry at 113 Robertsville Road in Oak Ridge. Call our staff at 865-951-3237 for any questions you may have.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
David Clary back here, along with Titus Fetters, along with Ben George, Mark Haste, Lady Wildcats of Oak Ridge getting set to take on the Maryville Lady Rebels in this ball game. As Ben said a moment ago, the Lady Wildcats trying to avoid a 3-game losing streak. The Lady Wildcats lost to Cleveland. They lost last night. Oak Ridge comes in at 5-2. Got an okay crowd here. The two teams are about 90 seconds away from the start of the game. We aren't able to stream this ball game live on our YouTube channel, but we will play it and present it a little bit later on. We're live here, waiting for Mark Case to rejoin us here. He is down at the scorers table, getting the starting lineups for tonight's game. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in a moment.
Chancellor Jamie Brooks has been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. We're just moments away from the start of this ball game. The Lady Wildcats taking on the Lady Rebels of Maryville High School. As we wait for the starting lineups here, Mark has just gone down to the scorers table, and we're about to have the starting lineups with the Maryville Rebels. Appreciate you listening to us. We'll have one more ball game coming up later on today, as Oak Ridge will take on Hamilton Heights. And if you've even seen Hamilton Heights roster, they have 7 guys over 6'9". They have 9 guys over 6'7". So it's probably the biggest team that I've ever seen. But first up, it's the Lady Wildcats taking on the Lady Rebels. And Mark has returned from the scorers table, and you've got the starting lineups.
Yes, I do. Thank you very much, David. Starting for Maryville, they're going to come out with number 11, Carly Hunt, number 12, Addie Blackburn, 23, Ella Lott, 25, Jada Edwards, and number 34, Brooke Skoog. Starting for the Lady Wildcats, they're going to come out with number 2, Shaquari Stewart, number 12, Ulisha Mitchell, number 22, Janiyah Pippins, number 10, that's Porter, and number 34, Jenna Johnson.
So Ayanna Porter gets the start here today, her first start since last year against the Maryville Lady Rebels in the region tournament. As we're just moments away from the tip-off, Lady Wildcats didn't play really well yesterday, Mark, against Stone Memorial. It was not a close ball game at all. Lady Wildcats in the second half, they made it a little bit closer. They played a little bit better, but they struggled big time in the first half. And I know Coach Taylor is concerned about their start because they really haven't started well against anybody this year.
Yeah, I was not able to listen to your interview with Coach Taylor last night, but I mean, I believe it, and you're exactly right, David. I mean, they're starting slow. Every game that I've seen, you've obviously seen more of them than I have, but it's bordering on frustration. Watching them just, I mean, they can't find their rhythm, and they're just, last night they were making a lot of mental mistakes, just letting girls get behind them for easy shots and just things like that.
Well, you start two freshmen, two sophomores, and a junior. You're going to have some growing pains, and that's what we're going through. As the ball is up, controlled by Jenna Johnson, and we are underway here at the Wildcat Arena. Lady Wildcats trying to get the ball across the line. They do now to Jenna. Inside, nice pass. Shot is good, and Lady Wildcats take an early 2-0 lead here with 7:46 to play. That was a breakdown by the Lady Rebels as they try to bring the ball down the floor against Oak Ridge's press. They do get the ball to the top of the key, right elbow, top of the circle. The Lady Rebels are coached by Taylor Clark, assisted by longtime assistant coach Mike Driver, Madison Coulter, Ashley Murphy, and Kevin Tubbs. They work the ball to the left block. Good defense there by Oak Ridge. They get a shot up anyway, and it rolls off no good. Jenna Johnson has the rebound. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. Pushing it, Ayana Porter about to be trapped, lobs it over and throws the ball deflected and saved right back momentarily by Oak Ridge, and then the ball's knocked out of bounds. Lady Wildcats have got to be careful. Ayana got trapped, and she tried to get rid of it, and the Lady Rebels anticipated that pass, and they pick it off. It's good to have Ayana back with us. She's only practiced 2 days, and this is only her second game, so we expect her to be a little bit winded, but she did earn the start today with the basketball, number 12 for them. They work the ball and setting it up. Once again, they work the ball inside. Block shot by Sakari. Here come the Lady Wildcats, but they can't save it out of bounds. The ball went sailing that way, and the Lady Wildcats, Ayana Porter tried to track it down, but just couldn't quite get to it. It'll be Maryville basketball once again. They'll work the ball top of the circle, wearing their all-black jerseys with red and white trim. Internet a little bit choppy today, so those watching on the stream, hopefully that'll get better as they work the ball inside. Almost throw the ball away. Maryville drives in. They work the ball right block this time. Against Jenna, shot is up, no good. They've got the rebound. Block shot again. Lady Wildcats had it for a second. Ball is loose on the floor, and they're going to call a blocking foul on the floor against Ayana Porter. I wouldn't have called that at all. That's just absolutely terrible. You got two players going for a loose ball on the floor. He shakes his head at Coach Taylor, but I agree with Coach. That was just two players going for a loose ball. Not a good call there.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to let them play. That's just the nature of the beast there, David. Just two people going after the ball in an aggressive manner. That's what you have to do.
Good defense there, but the Lady Wildcats still struggling to get rebounds. They did that last night in the first quarter, and that might be a foul, a little bit too aggressive there, and a personal foul is called against Oak Ridge. We've got to get some rebounds. That was a struggle. I mean, Jenna set the school record for rebounds in a single game, but she can't get them all. And both teams are kind of height challenged if you look at them. Neither team really that tall, and that's kind of unusual for a Maryville team. We're used to facing really, really big girls. As they set up their offense once again, that's Addie Blackburn with it. Dribbling to the midcourt circle, driving to the paint, drives in. That should be a charge. And it is. It'll be Oak Ridge ball anyway. Not a charge, but just a lost ball out of bounds. Jenna Johnson to work the ball in, and it comes to Ayana Porter. 6 minutes to play first quarter, 2-0. The Wildcats in the lead. Trying to end a 2-game losing streak against a team that has beaten them 3 years in a row. The Lady Wildcats get it into Sakari once again. For whatever reason, they're not guarding Sakari Stewart, and the Lady Wildcats have an easy bucket.
Yeah, I think that's the same play they opened up the game with, David. Just a high post by Jenna Johnson, and then she just dumped it down to Sakari Stewart for an easy 2.
5:38 to play. First quarter action here. Probably going to have to reboot our computer on our stream a little bit. 5:33. They launch a 3. It's up, and it's no good. They get the rebound. They put it back up, and it is good. 4-2 are scored. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. Bounce pass. Goes to Jenna. Jenna drives in. Shot a little bit too strong. Rebounded by Maryville. Pulled down by Addie Blackburn. And here come the Lady Rebels down the floor, moving right to left. 5:07 to play first period in a 4-2 ball game with Oak Ridge in the lead. We're on Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 1082. We're on prepradio.com. And later on tonight, we'll have the game on our YouTube. Missed shot. Partially rejected maybe. Here comes Jenna down the floor for the Lady Wildcats. Jenna lobs it out. Three-pointer from the left wing is up. No good. Rebound to number 11 for them. That's Carly Hunt. Here they come down the floor, pushing it up to number 12. Blackburn won't take the 3. Goes down on the left block. Guarded by Jenna Johnson. Works the ball back to the top once again. Almost a shot there. Here's a deflection by Jenna. Saved away by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats going down the floor. Up for the shot. Up, no good. But a foul is going to be called against Maryville, and that's going to send Oak Ridge to the free throw line. The lady fouled is Ayana Porter. As I mentioned, this is only her second game. 534 career points. Now 536 after her two yesterday, and she's going to get two shots here. The first of which is up and no good. Mark, it's going to take her a little bit of time. You can just tell she's already out of breath. We've only played 3.5 minutes or so. And it's going to take her a while to get her shot. It's going to take her a little while to work herself in shape, but she'll get there.
Yeah, I have no doubt, David. You know, just watching her last year, just an exceptional athlete. And so once she gets in shape, it'll be a completely different story. She makes one of her two free throws.
4:25 to play first quarter. Lady Wildcats in the lead. Almost a steal there. Blackburn has it, goes underneath the goal, and it's good. 5-4 the score now. Here comes Oak Ridge pushing it up the floor. Here comes number 14. That's Honesty Thompson in the ball game. Lady Wildcats swinging around to Jenna. Free throw line jumper is good. Jenna Johnson, that's kind of a patented shot by Jenna, and it's now a 7-4 lead for the Lady Wildcats, and Oak Ridge will put on a little pressure. 3:55 to play in the first period. Lady Wildcats trying to get the ball away, and what's the call? He calls a foul. A little bit too aggressive that time was Oak Ridge. Just tried to get the ball away, and I think I would have let him play on that one too. There was some contact there, but just good defense. I hate it when you don't, give credit to good defense, and their job is to call fouls as they see them, and I can't question that. They much better job than me, but to me that was just another loose ball on the floor, scrambled to get it.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a scrum every once in a while, David. As Maryville goes in, nice pivot move there by number 25, Jada Edwards. Her shot is up and good.
3:24 to play, 7-6 Lady Wildcats. A couple easy buckets here all of a sudden for them as they work the ball to Jenna. Jenna's going to drive in, a little shorter shot this time, good. Jenna made it about a 5-foot jumper, and the Lady Wildcats lead 9-6 over Maryville. Maryville has ended Oak Ridge's season 3 out of the last 4 years at the region tournament. Maryville drives in. There's a shot off the glass, no good. Got to get that rebound. Shot is up, no good. There's a rebound. Oak Ridge has it. Coming down the floor will come the Lady Wildcats. Janaea Pippins with the ball, works the ball inside of Ayana Porter. She's going to drive in for the shot, no good. Blocked by Maryville. Here come the Lady Rebels down the floor. Once again, that's Blackburn. 9-6 Lady Wildcats. Another loose ball. They work the ball and they get out of it, and they'll set up their offense. And then a timeout is asked for by Maryville to save possession. We'll take it ourselves. 9-6 Lady Wildcats in the lead. 2:38 to play first quarter. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in 30 seconds.
Washboard Wash and Fold Laundry Service in Oak Ridge is not your typical laundromat. Drop off your dirty laundry today and see for yourself. You'll have the freshest, cleanest hung and folded laundry around. Do you need delivery? We can do that for you. Washboard Wash and Fold is also a trusted partner for all your commercial laundry needs. Here at Washboard Wash and Fold Laundry, we are proud of being voted the best in Anderson County. Located at 113 Robertsville Road, just a stone throw from Oak Ridge High School. Hey, don't wait until you're down to your last clean item. Drop them off today.
David Clary back here along with Mark Haste, along with Titus Fetters and Ben George here at the Wildcat Arena. Lady Wildcat basketball taking on the Lady Rebels in a 9-6 ball game. 2:38 to play first quarter. At least the Lady Wildcats have had a better start to this one, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, two nice plays specifically. I mean, one to open up the game was they just, as I said, they give the ball to Jen on the high post around the free throw line, and then she just dumps it down to Shaquari Stewart for a couple easy bunnies.
2:38 to play first quarter. Maryville basketball. Lady Wildcats playing currently with Ulisha Mitchell, Jenna Johnson, Sakari Stewart, Ayana Porter. Lady Wildcats have Honesty Thompson in the ball game with the basketball, number 34 for them. That's Brooke Skoog. She's a junior. Outside the line, Jenna picks her up, looks down low, can't get the ball down low, holding it forever, and continues to hold it forever. He just now put the 5-second count on, and Jenna was standing right in her face as she was moving and moving and moving. As they work the ball to the right, bounce pass goes back to the middle part of the floor. Very patient on offense now. They've worked down to 2 minutes. Now they're not patient. That's a long three, not a great shot. Here comes Oak Ridge with the rebound. Good board there by Janaea Pippins, and here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Lady Wildcats almost a walk there, saved by Jenna. Jenna Johnson around to the right. Side on the wing. Ayana comes cross court all the way to Pippins. Pippins back to Ayana. She's going to shoot a three. Boy, we need it. Good! 3-point shot for Ayana Porter, and that's a good thing to see. Ayana, her first three since joining the team. And down the floor will come Maryville. Here come the Lady Rebels with it in the rear court. Number 12, that's Addie Blackburn. Harassed and taken away by Oak Ridge. Sakari Stewart lays it up. No good. Couldn't get an easy bunny to go in after making a couple of easy early ones, but a great defensive play for her to get the ball away. And here comes Maryville down the floor, trailing 12-6. They have the ball in the corner. They shoot a three. It's no good. Rebounded by Jenna Johnson. Johnson coming down the floor for the Lady Wildcats. 1:02 to play. Here comes Janaea. Here comes Honesty Thompson out to Ayana again. Ayana blows past her defense, goes into Jenna for the shot. Good. Give the assist to Ayana Porter, and Jenna has another bucket, and the Lady Wildcats lead Maryville 14-6.
Jenna now with 6 points in the ball game, David. Just this is the best start I've seen Jenna have this season.
41 seconds to play in the first period. Here comes the Lady Rebels. 14-6, Oak Ridge in the lead. Setting it up, top of the circle, number 25. Dribbling with it, that's Jada Edwards. She throws the ball away. It'll be Oak Ridge coming down the floor. As I said, this Maryville team has defeated Oak Ridge and ended their season 3 of the last 4 years. And this is a Maryville team that has struggled out of the gate, but they're well coached. And they've got several seniors on the team, but I don't recognize a whole lot of the names from a year ago. So it must be kind of similar to Oak Ridge, kind of a reloading time for the Lady Rebels. 12 seconds to play. Honesty with it, left side, gives it off to Janaea. Janaea at the free throw line. 6 seconds. Lady Wildcats, somebody's got to take a shot. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Here comes Janaea, works the ball to Honesty. Her shot is blocked as the first quarter comes to a close. Lady Wildcats really didn't close that quarter out well, but they did play a good first quarter. Oak Ridge heads to the second quarter, leading 14-6. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in a moment.
KOC Oak Ridge, your hometown choice for the orthopedic care you need. We're located right next to Methodist Medical Center on Vermont Avenue. Whether you've suffered a recent injury or have ongoing muscle and joint issues, we want to get you back to living the life you love. KOC Oak Ridge is honored to treat local student athletes, their families, and their fans. Give us a call today at 865-481-2541 or schedule your appointment online through our website with just a few clicks. Main Street Lofts, a premier rental community to do what you do, enjoy life, and thrive in historic Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Enjoy the lifestyle you deserve with amazing amenities and stunning modern features throughout your apartment home. Enjoy the 24-hour cutting-edge fitness center. Take a dip in our sparkling saltwater swimming pool, or cozy up on a chilly night at our fire pit by our grilling stations. Schedule a tour or view floor plans today at themainstreetlofts.com. It's time to love where you live.
David Clary back here along with Mark Hayes, Ben George, Titus Fetters. We go to the second quarter here at the Wildcat Arena. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 14-6. Oak Ridge comes out with, it looks like Ulisha Mitchell back in the ball game. Janaea Porter, Jenna Johnson, Ayana Porter in the ball game. Janaea Pippins. I don't know why I said Porter. Maryville with the basketball as we start play. 5-second count was on, and she finally gets rid of it. Off it goes to Addie Blackburn. And then they're going to call a blocking foul right there against Janaea. 7:45 to play second quarter, 14-6 to score. A very demonstrative call on the block there by the official as he comes over the scores table. It'll be Maryville basketball. They're going to substitute into the ball game. New player in, I believe that's Gunter, as Maryville sets up their offense. 14-6, Oak Ridge in the lead. Bounce pass taken away by Oak Ridge. Not a good pass at all. Oak Ridge goes down the floor. Janaea gets a layup, no good, but she is fouled by Addie Blackburn, and that's going to send Janaea Pippins to the free throw line. Janaea is a 58% free throw shooter. Lady Wildcats on top, 14-6, 7:35 to play second quarter, and Janaea will go to the free throw line.
Boy, it wasn't a good pass by the Lady Rebels coming down their way, but did you see that pass that Shaquari Stewart gave and the way she fed Janaea Pippins there? That was an excellent pass.
I did, and that's the kind of things the Lady Wildcats need to do in terms of just, not throwing them away, as both free throws are made by the freshmen, and Lady Wildcats have a 10-point lead over Maryville here. Here come the Lady Rebels down the floor. Lady Wildcats have played two really fine teams back-to-back nights, back-to-back games, Cleveland and Stone Memorial yesterday, and this Maryville team, who's given us fits for years, as they get a 3 off. It's high arcing shot, no good. On the rebound, Maryville back up, good. They score. That is a problem for the Lady Wildcats, getting rebounds sometimes as Oak Ridge brings it across the line under heavy pressure. Lady Wildcats set it up once again in front of the Maryville bench. Coming out of there with the basketball is Ulisha Mitchell. Harass goes to Jenna at the free throw line. Mitchell comes out to the right. Driving with it will come Honesty Thompson. She won't take the shot. Backs it up to Janaea. Inside to Jenna. Turning, spinning from the right block. No good. She had a really good move, but she just didn't, hit the backboard there. And here comes Maryville going coast to coast with it. No place to go. They kick it out for a 3. She won't take the shot. Bounce pass down low, trying to go against Jenna. Then now they set it out to the top of the circle to number 11. That'll be Carly Hunt. Hunt works the ball to her left, stops, bounce pass goes inside. A lot of contact there. And they are going to call a foul, I believe, against the Lady Wildcats. There was a lot of contact. We almost kind of rode the girl all the way in. I don't know. I think she was kind of fouled really, but a little bit before she actually took a shot. But they'll send Maryville to the free throw line. 16-8, Lady Wildcats. Toss is good.
That's Jada Edwards at the line for the Lady Rebels, David. She now has 5 points in the ballgame.
16-9 the score. Second toss good. 16-10, the Lady Wildcats in the lead. Here comes Ulisha down the floor. Long pass across the way. Saved away by Oak Ridge. Sakari Stewart into Ulisha. She's going to drive to the right block, put it in, and score. Nice move there. A lot of confidence by that freshman.
Nice ball movement on that possession, David, for the Lady Wildcats. Has just moved it around and caught a slicing Janaya, or rather, I guess Ulisha. Ulisha, yeah, just a nice cut down there for a layup.
I think Jenna's going to have to get some new pants. She's had trouble keeping her jersey in her pants. They stopped the game right before the game started, and right then she had a little wardrobe malfunction as well. As Lady Wildcats set it up by 8. Oak Ridge basketball momentarily. Here comes a high pass. Janae's got it, top of the circle. Dribbles in, all the way to the right block. Shot is no good. She is fouled by the Lady Rebels. On the other end of the floor, they gave the shooting violation well before that. She was actually in the motion of shooting, I thought, but not the case. I'll be nice. Oak Ridge ball. Here comes the lob, and it comes to Jenna Johnson. Johnson backs it up to Mitchell. Ulisha outside the line, gives it back to Jenna. Jenna's going to drive in, give it out to Sakari. Sakari had no place to go but back. And here comes a 3, top of the key. It's going to be too strong. Tracked down by a hustling Mitchell. Great play by the Lady Wildcats. Ball's loose on the floor. See if Oak Ridge will call a timeout. No, it's going to be a jump ball. The alternate possession area will give Oak Ridge the ball. And I don't know if she knew it was going to be our possession. They didn't call a timeout, but we do have the ball, and Oak Ridge has the ball, leading by a score of 18-10. 5:32 to play, second quarter. Mitchell with the basketball, top of the circle. Harassed everywhere she goes. She's still going to drive right, kick it off for a 3-point shot, which is no good. Jenna battles for the rebound and knocks it out of bounds. Lady Wildcats, it's kind of interesting. They haven't gone with their traditional post players. They've gone with basically Jenna and 4 guards, as opposed to Evelyn Eubanks or Bella Boone, which is kind of an interesting lineup. Breakdown on the Oak Ridge defense, and they get an easy one. 18-12 is our score. Here comes Oak Ridge quickly down the floor. Shot is on its way. It's up, no good. Now a little bit quick by Sakari. Cameron's got to move quicker. Down the floor will come the Lady Rebels as they hold it. Now breakdown again on defense. I'm not sure who is supposed to be guarding what, but Coach Taylor doesn't like it. And she's going to go and grab somebody and say, listen, that is your player. You have got to guard them. And I think it might have been Sakari. 4:47 to play, and we've got a ball game here. 18-14 is our score. I want to remind everybody the boys will be playing Hamilton Heights. That'll be coming up immediately following this ball game. And as I said, we aren't able to stream these live. I know those of you listening to us on channel 1082 or on prepradio.com, we will be making these games live immediately following the boys game. 18-14 the score. Lady Wildcats have led by as many as 10 in the ball game, and it was 16-6 right now. But since that time, they've outscored us 8-2. So Lady Wildcats got to get back to their offense here. As Oak Ridge comes out, let's see. Once again with Ulisha Mitchell. Lady Wildcats also having the ball game, Honesty Thompson. And this is a trivia question. I said this the other day as Lady Wildcats Mitchell brings the ball in. Do you know who Honesty Thompson's big brother is?
Is that Flip?
Yep. As
Yeah, I
Oak
remember
Ridge's
that from
Honesty.
the Pizza Inn show.
Right. Here comes Ulisha Mitchell. Works the ball right. Law, that's not a great pass, but Jenna gets it, puts it up, no good. Battles for her own rebound, comes out of there with it. Lady Wildcats shoot again. Shot is no good. Oh, great hustle there by Janaea. If she can save it, and she does to Honesty. Back to Mitchell. Lady Wildcats on top by 4. That's not a good pass, but Lady Wildcats somehow maintain it, and they shoot it. No good. Lady Wildcats a couple rebounds on some ill-advised passes and shots. Somehow we're maintaining possession. Boy, a long three here. Good! Three-point shot way downtown by Ulisha Mitchell, and the Lady Wildcats are back up by 7.
Mitchell now with 5 points in the ball game, David. That was a clutch shot right there. Lady Wildcats really needed it. That's the second three for the night for the Lady Wildcats.
Lady Wildcats scramble for a loose ball, and what are they going to call? Foul called, I think, against Maryville, I think. I don't know. He hasn't been calling loose ball fouls against Maryville in this one. This one does go against the Lady Rebels as they substitute Ella Sykes back in the ball game. Coming out will come Addie Blackburn. 21-14 Lady Wildcats, 3:42 to play here in the second period. Oak Ridge basketball setting it up at the midcourt circle. Coming off to the right side, Oak Ridge setting it inside. Sakari, that's not a good pass. The ball goes out, almost out of bounds. She put it right at the feet of Jenna. As they work the ball for a three, won't take the shot. 3:23 to play. Maryville basketball, right elbow, wide open three. It's on its way, no good. Rebound, out of bounds to Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats, you can't force the ball in. I know they want to get it to Jenna, and she was open for a moment, but if she's not open, you just got to back it out.
Yeah, you gotta take what the defense gives you, David. You can't, it doesn't really help yourself to force a possession as the Lady Wildcats go down this time. Nice bucket by Ulisha Mitchell. She now with 7 points.
And the Lady Wildcats are back up by 9. Here they come down the floor. The Lady Rebels, that is, nearly a walk right there as they work the ball to the midcourt line against that trap. Here's a pass on the left block against Jenna. Wanted to shoot, will not. Works the ball to number 25. That'll be Jada Edwards. Edwards brings the ball back to the top. 2:44 to play. Here's a long three. That one hits the top of the backboard. No good. Jenna Johnson comes down with the board. Lady Wildcats wanting to run, but that pass a little bit too far and out of the reach of Ayanna Porter, and it'll be their basketball in front of their bench. 2:36 to play second quarter. 23-14. The Lady Wildcats of Oak Ridge in the lead. Hamilton Heights, the opponent, coming up after this game. That'll be the boys' game. Camera. 2:32 to play. 23-14 is our score. Bounce pass along the baseline on the block. They pull up and shoot from there. It's up, no good. Tip back up and good. They're getting a lot of offensive rebounds. In fact, a lot of their points have come on offensive rebounds as Oak Ridge brings the ball down the floor. High pass to Janaea. Janaea's going to dribble right, give it off to Jenna. I thought she might shoot a three. Works the ball top of the circle. Here's a three. It's going to be blocked. They're going to call a foul in the act of shooting a three. I guess it caught Ayanna on the wrist. I believe that's Ayanna as she goes to the free throw line.
Well, I'd say that's what they're calling, David. Yeah, most of the fans here did not like that call, and I'd have to agree with the majority there.
Yeah, it looked like a clean block to me as that first of three free throws is short. 23-16 the score, 2:07 to play, second quarter. Lady Wildcats in the lead. Second toss, good. 8-point Lady Wildcat lead, 24-16, 2:07 to play, second period. Back to the free throw line. Oak Ridge, second toss, good. The third toss was good. 25-16 the score. Lady Wildcats will put a little pressure on in the rear court. Playing it with all guards basically today. Maryville basketball. Number 25 with it on the right side. Back to the top it goes to Hunt. Hunt can't shoot, works the ball to Sykes. Minute 52 to play in the second quarter. Maryville walking. And did he call it? And he did. Travel is going to be called. Pretty good defense. I think the young lady thought She might have been fouled, but she just kind of split the defense there and took that extra step. I thought it was pretty good defense, actually.
Yeah, it was good defense. They kind of pinched her off there. She drove down the lane and made her stumble. And as they shot us up and good by Pippins, David. That's her first three of the day.
And the Lady Wildcats have a 12-point lead now, 28-16, a minute 27 to play. Lady Rebel basketball. Jada Edwards with it outside the three-point stripe. To the corner it goes. They look inside. Big battle going on between Pippins as they lob it down low once again. They've got the one height advantage inside on that one girl, and she knocks down the shot. 28-18, Lady Wildcats. A minute 9 to play. Oak Ridge comes all the way down the floor, but they miss an easy one. Well, I say it's easy. There was a lot of black shirts around, but I had an opportunity for a fast break, and here comes Maryville down the floor. Ella Sykes with it. Lady Wildcats back on defense, under a minute to play in the first half, leading by 10. Here comes the pass inside, one-handed shot. Before that, a foul on the floor is going to be called against Oak Ridge. It will not be a shooting violation. It'll be Maryville basketball underneath the goal. 50.9 seconds. Here comes Honesty Thompson back in the ball game, and Ayana Porter will come out.
Ayana comes out with her second foul of the ball game, David, as the Lady Rebels inbound the ball.
Lady Wildcats basically trying to get a steal. The ball is knocked out of bounds by a hustling Oak Ridge. The Lady Wildcats almost got it there. Number 34, Brooke Skoog, put it down on the floor as the Rebels will try to work the ball in. Trailing by 10, 28-18 the score, and then another whistle blows, and that's a turnover, and the Lady Wildcats will have it.
As I see, the Hamilton Heights basketball team is now heading towards their locker room, and it's kind of like a big shade came up and took all the light away.
Height is a good word for them as Oak Ridge gets it to Jenna, top of the circle. Oh, she should have pulled the trigger and shot that one. Mitchell with it. It's easy for me to say. Lady Wildcats around the left side. Here comes Sakari. Thought about driving all the way in. Will not. Backs it up. Now they do drive left. Give it off to Jenna. Jenna thought about launching a three, and I think she took a step up and with her pump fake and turned the ball over on a travel.
Yeah, she looked a little uncomfortable, like a little undecisive as she makes up for it with a turnover there. As she intercepts the ball, comes down the other way. She gives it off to the left side, shot up, no good by Pippins. Tries to get her own rebound, but it falls out of bounds.
11.5 seconds to play. 28-18 the score. Lady Wildcats will work the ball in, leading by 10. And play for the final shot if they elect. They didn't do too well after the end of the first quarter. As Jenna was held there, she still shoots it. Good. Nice shot by Jenna Johnson, and the Lady Wildcat lead is 12 once again, equaling their biggest lead. They've got a three at the buzzer. It is no good as the second quarter comes to a close. Much better, Marquez. The Lady Wildcats head to the dressing room up by 12. Much better than last night for sure.
Yeah, it really was. Lady Wildcats scored 16 points in that second quarter, David, as looks like Maryville staying on their bench as Lady Wildcats go to their locker room. But Lady Wildcats much better start tonight than we've seen previously, as they take a commanding lead, 30-18 at the half.
I'll let you work on the stats here. We'll take a break here. We're live at the Wildcat Arena on prepradio.com. We're on Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 1082. We'll take a break. We'll be back with a look at the stats following this 5-minute timeout. They say that being a coach's wife is hard, but Laura Lynn Green, wife of Oak Ridge head coach Aaron Green, and a local State Farm insurance agent, makes buying insurance easy for you. Auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, health, and much more. Laura Lynn Green's office is located at 136 Marquette Road in Oak Ridge. Give her a call today at 483-5666 or say hello to her courtside at any Oak Ridge High School basketball game. She might be a coach's wife, but she was a Wildcat fan first. For State Farm Insurance, call Laura Lynn Green in Oak Ridge.
Main Street Lofts, a premier rental community in the heart of historic Oak Ridge, Tennessee, offering 1, 2, and 3-bedroom newly built apartment homes. Enjoy the 24-hour modern fitness center, take a dip in our sparkling saltwater swimming pool, or cozy up on a chilly night at our fire pit by our grilling area. Your furry four-legged friends will surely love exercising in our pet park and getting pampered in our pet spa. Schedule a tour or view floor plans today at themainstreetlofts.com. Let's redefine your apartment living experience.
Need quality orthopedic care you can trust close to home? Count on KOC Oak Ridge. Our experts have been serving Wildcats and their families for more than 40 years. Whether you're a high school athlete or a weekend warrior, we've got you covered for sports injuries and beyond. At KOC Oak Ridge, we're committed to providing orthopedic excellence in this region. We strive to treat our patients with the respect and understanding they deserve. And we're a proud supporter of the Wildcats since 1979.
Washboard Wash and Fold Laundry Service is designed to assist customers providing a cost-effective means to having their clothes cleaned and processed. Our wash and fold attendants strive to meet the trust placed on them using a variety of fabric cleaning products of the customer's choice. Our customers have the choice of same-day wash, dry, and fold, or another date that fits their schedule. The Washboard Wash and Fold drop-off service is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're located at 113 Robertsville Road in Oak Ridge. After hours, the drop-off box is available for the customers who work late or need to be to work before 8 a.m. We offer our services to an array of the Oak Ridge community, working parents, persons working extended hours, and local businesses. We are proud of our service to ORHS and other local schools and associations. If time is not an issue, stop by and use the self-service laundry at Bob's Washboard Laundry at 113 Robertsville Road in Oak Ridge. Call our staff at 865-951-3237 for any questions you may have.
Chancellor Jamie Brooks has been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
ORUD Natural Gas is proud to offer our customers a product that saves money, provides consistent service, and is a clean energy source. You can save over $1,000 on your annual utility bills when you make the switch to natural gas for heating, cooking. One-stop shop. We sell and install gas appliances for our customers and make it easy to add your bill with our 0% interest financing. Learn more about how much you can save at ORUD.org. 10 Bank helps build our community so we can continue to win together. 10 Bank, member FDIC.
Mortgage Investors Group at the Oak Ridge office. We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. Ask for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Tennessee Mortgage License Number 109111. MIG is an equal housing lender.
Now back to the Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge Wildcat football live stream on YouTube. Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge.
David Clary back here along with Mark Hayes, Titus Fetters, along with Ben George. We're at halftime. The Lady Wildcats lead the Lady Rebels of Maryville by a score of 30-18. And let's bring Mark back in. You've got the first half statistics.
Thank you very much, David. Leading scorer for Lady Wildcats is Ulisha Mitchell. She has 7. She's 2 of 3 from 2 and 1 of 1 from three-point land with 6 points. Shakari Stewart, she's 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Also with 6 points is Ayana Porter. She's 1 of 3 from the field, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. And Jenna Johnson, she actually is the leading scorer with 8 points for Lady Wildcats. She's 4 of 7 from the field. As a team, Lady Wildcats are 11 of 24 from the field. They're 8 of 17 in twos, 3 of 7 in threes, and 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Now look at the Lady Rebels, rather. They're led in scoring by Jetta Edwards. She has 8. Carly Hunt with 6. Ella Lott has 2, and I'm actually missing 2 points, so I'll have to check that at the scorer's table. Lady Wildcats led at the end of the first quarter, 14-6, then outscored the Lady Rebels 16-12 in the second quarter to take a halftime lead of 30-18.
We are at halftime of this ball game. I hope you'll join us a little bit later, immediately after this game, as the Wildcats take on Hamilton Heights. And that game will be somewhere around 4:30. We're pretty much on schedule here today. 30-18 is our score. We're going to get to look at the scores table. Mark's going to go down and check on that other point. Why don't we take another break here? It's the Lady Wildcats on top of Maryville, 30-18. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Chancellor Jamie Brooks has been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
Nope.
Tin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee. Right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
David Clary back here along with Mark Hayes, along with Titus Fetters, along with Ben George, where we're about to start the second half. Lady Wildcats currently in the lead by a score of 30-18. Lady Wildcats shot the ball well, played some pretty good team basketball. I guess the only thing, obviously I think we don't have the exact numbers on rebounds. I think really the only thing you can say negative about it, but I'm pretty sure they got out-rebounded in the first half, but they still have a 12-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, David, going into the break, I mean, this is the best start that I've seen the Lady Wildcats have this season. It all started with that first play where Jenna gave it down to Squire Stewart for that quick bunny, and we were on the board within, I'd say, 5 to 10 seconds easily into the game, and that I have not seen that happen this year.
And the Lady Wildcats in this ball game have never trailed. They took the lead 4-0, and the closest, it's been a couple points during the course of the game, but that's the closest it's been for a while. Lady Wildcats currently have a 12-point lead. It'll be Maryville on offense first, and they'll be moving left to right here as we play at the Wildcat Arena. Oak Ridge's next game will be coming up on Tuesday when the Wildcats travel to Sevier County to take on the Smoky Bears and the Smoky Bearettes. Bounce pass on the right block against Jenna. Wanted to shoot over her, could not. Good defense, Jenna Johnson. They worked the ball top of the circle to Addie Blackburn. She just couldn't shoot it over Jenna. And good defense by Jenna, who held her ground as the Maryville Rebels set up their offense once again. Number 11, Carly Hunt. They lob it down low, trapped inside. They work the ball in, driving in. Shot is off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Jenna Johnson. That was a really good defensive set there by the Lady Wildcats. Here's a long three, up good. 3-point shot, and that's the second three, I believe, by Ayanna Porter here in the ballgame.
Yes, it is, Dave. She's now with 9 points, 9 of the 33 for the Lady Wildcats.
Lady Wildcats by 15 down the floor. Here's a deflection and a steal. Jenna got it, and down the floor will come Oak Ridge once again. Oak Ridge's Ayanna Porter with it across the way, works the ball. Sakari, a little 10-footer, is too strong, no good. Good rebound for a moment by Jenna Johnson. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Ayana getting back her shot here. It only took a day, did it, Mark?
Yeah.
Kind of joke. Yeah.
I was thinking, you said that she's only had 2 practices. Well, she's going to have 2 games within 24 hours of each other.
Here come the Lady Wildcats leading by 15, 33-18. Working it out for another 3. It's a big one. Shot no good. Oh, crashing the boards. Janaea. Shot is no good, but she'll go to the free throw line. It is actually Ulisha Mitchell who is fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Really nice rebound. Rebounding is all about effort. You don't have to be the tallest person on the team, and that was great effort there by the freshman.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of the best rebounders, ever will tell you it doesn't have to do with size. I mean, I think 2 that come to mind are Charles Barkley, and the other one just slipped my mind.
Scottie Pippen?
No, it was another Bull, Dennis Rodman.
Okay.
Not the biggest guys, but boy, they worked hard.
He's got more tattoos than you do. 35-18 the score. Here comes a bounce pass down low. That's a nice play by Maryville. The shot is short, though. Rebounded by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats coming out of there with it. 3-on-2 break. Bounce pass left side to Sakari. Has trouble holding it. Had Jenna early. Has Jenna late. Jenna shoots, scores, count it, and she's fouled. And the Lady Wildcats have come out of the dressing room hotter than a $2 pistol. Mark Haste.
I didn't grow up in the same era as you did, David. My Cowboys days just never really began.
It'll be Jenna going to the free throw line. If she can knock this toss down, another wardrobe malfunction once again for Jenna. She has to tuck that jersey in. If she can hit this free throw, the Lady Wildcats will have a 20-point lead. Toss is no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Ulisha Mitchell. 37-18. It looks like a totally different team tonight, Mark.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's exciting to watch. I don't know. I can't really gauge the caliber of Maryville. They don't seem like a bad team. But the Lady Wildcats just playing very inspired today.
Yeah, Maryville is very well coached. I can tell you that as they get a shot up, and it's no good. Well, it actually is good. It drops in, and down the floor will come the Lady Wildcats. Up by 17 with the basketball here in the third period. Ayana Porter with the basketball, backs up in the midcourt circle, being harassed. Almost lost her dribble and grabs it back, dribbles in, penetrates the left side, gives it off to Ulisha. Ulisha cut off there, backs it up to Sakari. Back to the top of the key, Lady Wildcats. Ayana Porter, her third 3 of the night. No good. But the Lady Wildcats have an offensive rebound, and they'll reset, and there's a reach-in foul. Too aggressive that time by Ella Sykes. And that'll be a foul called against the Lady Rebels. 5:33 to play third quarter. 37-20, the Lady Wildcats in the lead.
Referees are changing something there. They call a push on number 12. That's Mitchell for the Lady Wildcats, so that'll turn the ball over to the Lady Rebels.
Did you see that?
I did not.
Well,
I did not have my referee glasses on.
17-point lead here, 37-20. This is not the A team working this ball game. I think we really had the A team last night. This is not the A team. We've had all these guys before, obviously. As they get a little spinning shot, it's up and it's good. Couple back-to-back buckets, and it's now a 15-point game. Lady Wildcats down the floor. Quickly with it will come Ayana Porter. 5 minutes to play, third quarter. No lead is safe, as we saw last night. So Lady Wildcats got to continue the pressure here as they work it out to the top of the circle to Pippins. Janaea goes in for the shot. That definitely is a foul against Maryville, and they cannot say anything different. Let's see what the C team elects to say. It is a personal foul against Maryville, and that'll send Oak Ridge to the free throw line.
To the line for the Lady Wildcats, it will go Pippins, David. She has 3 points. The first attempt from the free throw line is up and good.
That'll give her 4, and Lady Wildcat lead is 38-22. Hamilton Heights is in town here. They'll be playing Oak Ridge in the boys' game immediately following this as Janaea hits another free throw. And it's 39-22, back to a 17-point lead for Oak Ridge. 4 minutes, 54 seconds to play in the third period. Lady Rebel basketball, as I mentioned, they eliminated Oak Ridge in the region tournament a year ago. Graduation must have been heavy for them because they were really a strong team. There's a missed shot out of bounds to Oak Ridge. And it'll be the Wildcats with it with 4:39 to play. And I said this before, and I don't want to be negative, but 3 out of the last 4 years, Maryville has ended Oak Ridge's season at the region tournament. And Lady Wildcats have a little revenge on their minds here. We haven't won. You remember the last time Jenna gets a little 3-footer? No good. A little bit too strong on that one. Remember the last time we beat Maryville?
I do not. Was it at Bearden?
It was here, and it was Jada Gwynn hitting that three-point shot on that inbounds with less than 3 seconds to go in the game. Remember that? From the left side of the court,
Oh,
across
yes.
from our bench?
That was exceptional.
And, Jada has had a great start for Chattanooga this year. She was Southern Conference Player of the Week. She was also, they went down to a tournament down in Florida, and she was the MVP of the tournament. So Jada's having a great senior year.
Yeah, and I believe last year she finished the season. Was it Tennessee Tech she was at, and she got MVP of their tournament?
Yeah, and now she is taking her COVID year and her graduate year to go to Chattanooga, and she's excelling down at Chattanooga.
That's not terribly surprising. Anybody who watched her play, I watched her play in middle school and in high school, David, and she was a very special player.
19-point lead for the Lady Wildcats, 4:13 to play third quarter, 41-22 our score. We'll send it back to the station once again. That would be me. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
KOC Oak Ridge, your hometown choice for the orthopedic care you need. We're located right next to Methodist Medical Center on Vermont Avenue. Whether you've suffered a recent injury or have ongoing muscle and joint issues, we want to get you back to living the life you love. KOC Oak Ridge is honored to treat local student athletes, their families, and their fans. Give us a call today at 865-481-2541 or schedule your appointment online through our website with just a few clicks.
Hello, this is Jim Norman, proud member of the 1979 Oak Ridge Wildcat football team. And I, along with my wife Mary and sons, former Wildcats James Norman and Elliot Norman, would like to wish the Wildcats a very successful season.
Jim Normand is a partner in another long tradition of excellence, the law firm of Joyce, Meredith, Flitcroft, and Normand, PLLC, and Joyce, Meredith, Flitcroft, and Normand Title Services, a full-service law firm in Oak Ridge for nearly 70 years. Give Jim a call at 482-2486.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. 19-point lead for the Lady Wildcats, trying to win their sixth game of the year, trying to beat Maryville for the first time after 3 consecutive losses to the Lady Rebels. 4 minutes to play here, up by 19 points. Lady Wildcats have never trailed in this ball game. The first time really all season. We talked about this earlier, Mark. The quickest start for the Lady Wildcats all season long. They've trailed almost every ball game to start. And tonight they just jumped on them early, and it's been, as you said, that initial bucket with about 2 seconds gone in the ball game has been a big one. And that official down below calls another foul against Oak Ridge. And that'll send Maryville to the free throw line. 3:43 to play third quarter. Hamilton Heights, I remember you telling us the story yesterday. You drove a lot of them when their bus broke down the last time they came up here about, 8 or 9 years ago. You had to drive some of their players. You had some, stimulating conversations with those players, didn't you?
I spoke English with their coach, and that was about it, David.
And the rest of them did not speak English. That's what Mark's implying. 3:40 to play third quarter. One of the 2 free throws is made. With the basketball will come Jenna Johnson, top of the circle. Lady Wildcats, 3.5 minutes to play. Deanna Porter stripped of the ball, turns the ball over, and she won't be happy about that. Here come the Lady Rebels down the floor. They're out of Maryville High School. Driving the baseline. Good defense by Janaea. They work the ball down low. It's a loose ball foul picked up, and it's a jump ball. There was some really good defense right there. Janaea recovered really quickly and cut off the girls' drive towards the bucket, and the Wildcats get it.
That's the kind of call or no call that you want to see out of the refs, David, that time is the ball was on the ground. 2 players, one from each team, went after it, and they called a jump ball. That's the right call in that situation.
Ayana turns the ball over again. Got a little bit too quick, and she'll slow down a little bit. Here comes a shot, partially rejected. Here comes Oak Ridge's Sakari Stewart. If she can save it, she does. Got bumped in the rear. Here she comes down the floor. Sakari's going to take it right to the hole. No good. Skying for the rebound was Jenna, but there was a lot of contact underneath, and that's going to send, I believe, Sakari Stewart to the free throw line.
It does, David. I was recording the, it looked like the foul went against Skoog for the Lady Rebels as the first free throw is up, no good.
One thing I haven't asked you about in the 3 games, I guess, four or 5 games that we've done, what do you think about not having the 1-and-1 anymore in the game?
I personally don't like it, but I'm more of a traditionalist anyway. These fouls per quarter kind of freak me out.
41-23, Lady Wildcats in the lead. I agree. I think it kind of takes a lot of strategy away, or not, maybe not strategy. Yeah, strategy is involved there, and some opportunities. You know, it makes you have to hit your shots, and you're guaranteed 2 shots every single time. Here's a 3. That's no good. Rebound for the Lady Wildcats. That's Janaea Pippins. Down the floor will come the Lady Wildcats. I don't know why I want to keep calling her Porter. I guess because we have Ayana as Jenna splits the defense, got almost tied up, and she was tied up, and I think the arrow will point towards Maryville. That was good defense by the Lady Rebels. 2:20 to play third quarter, 41-23. The Lady Wildcats trying to win their 6th game, trying to end a 2-game losing streak to 2 really good teams, Cleveland and Stone Memorial. And this is kind of a big game because this is a region opponent. And you kind of get a measuring stick about teams you could possibly play at the region tournament. And so far, so good. The Lady Wildcats are going to get another steal. Here comes Oak Ridge coming down the floor. Sakari works the ball left side, gives it over to Mitchell, comes all the way cross court to Ayana. She couldn't quite control the pass, and they might have been a layup opportunity. Lady Wildcats really quick. They're going to get down there. Oh, big block. Nice block by Ulisha Mitchell. She knocked it to Oliver Springs, and it'll be Maryville's basketball underneath the goal.
Kind of a questionable play that time, David, as they skipped the ball over to Honesty Thompson, and she just kind of waited for the ball to bounce up to her, and it actually ended up in a turnover for Lady Wildcats, and the Lady Rebels come the other way and now score.
And it's back to a 15-point game at 41-25. Lady Wildcats down the floor. Wildcats got to be a little bit more careful with the basketball here. Here's a trap set. Out it goes to Jenna. Lady Wildcats had numbers there for a second. Lady Wildcats have really not substituted a whole lot. Honesty Thompson really is the only person who's really come into the ball game for any length of time. That shot is rejected and knocked out of bounds by Maryville. Lady Wildcats catch a break there because she rejected the shot. And you can see the Lady Wildcats haven't substituted much, and they look like they're tired. They played a game last night, less than 24 hours, as you said. Oak Ridge ball. They got to get it in soon. Here comes the lob, and it finally comes in to the top of the circle to Ulisha Mitchell around the Pippins. Pippins drives the baseline, has Jenna free. Jenna, a little 6-footer, good. Jenna Johnson drops it in, and it's back to an 18-point lead.
Jenna Johnson now with 12 points in the ball game, David. This is a great night. Like I said, this is the most I've seen Jenna score this season.
The other night, she had 20 points and 22 rebounds in a ball game. There's another block shot, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Maryville. And with 51.6 seconds, the Lady Wildcats will get it up by 18 points, 43-25. Titus Fetter's doing our camera work tonight, along with down on the floor, Ben George. We appreciate them. Our next game will be Tuesday at Sevier County. So Wildcats work the ball left side, and Oak Ridge can't catch it. Goes bouncing out of bounds, and the Lady Wildcats turn the ball over. Oak Ridge in the lead, 43-25. The boys will play immediately following. Doesn't look like we're going to have the same kind of crowd as we had last night. That Oak Ridge Austin East game, that brought the folks out here to the Wildcat Arena.
Yeah, I don't think, even though Hamilton Heights is an exceptional team, I have no doubt, I don't think many people around here know who they are. And so they probably won't come to watch this very talented team, I have no doubt.
10-second call against Maryville. Good defense by Oak Ridge. They kept harassing the Lady Rebels in the rear court, and the Maryville's coach, Taylor Clark, she's arguing the point, but I don't think she's going to win. And here comes Oak Ridge working the ball in. Then it comes to Ulisha Mitchell to Jenna. Jenna bounce pass, great pass. Her shot is blocked. It's her own rebound, back up with it, no good. Rebounded by Maryville with 20 seconds to play in the third period. Then the Lady Wildcats, Janaea Pippins battles for it, can't grab it. The ball is loose on the floor. Timeout is asked for by either Maryville or Oak Ridge. Either way, there's only 12.9 seconds to play. The timeout was asked for
by Maryville.
I think by Maryville, and they have possession with 12.9 seconds to play. 43-25 the score. The day after Christmas, the Lady Wildcats will be headed up to the Hal Henner Gym, Greenville, Tennessee. Lady Wildcats will take on the North Green Lady Huskies. That'll be Tim Shelton's old alma mater. Other teams that'll be participating, and it's kind of like the same teams a lot. The Knoxville Webb, Elizabethton, Bearden, Mercy Academy. I'm not sure where they're from. Greenville, Jackson Southside, Morristown West, the Stewart School, along with Upperman, Cocke County, Oak Ridge, North Green, George Rogers Clark, the Marist School, Chucky Doak, Knoxville Catholic, South Green, Daniel Boone, Bartlett, and West Green. You talk about a ton of teams going to one tournament, but it's one of the most prestigious tournaments for girls basketball in the state of Tennessee. We've been going there about 30 years, and it's the competition is always fantastic up in Greenville.
Yeah, it is. They put on just a great tournament up there every Christmas, David. And as you said, I mean, it's a prestigious tournament that they have on up there. Used to be called the Burger Chef Classic, I believe.
Sure was. The first year, that's what they called it. It's been called like 3 or 4 different names, but it's in the same gym and about the same kind of bracket and the same kind of quality teams come every year. 9 seconds to play. Maryville still yet to get the ball across the line. They might have trouble getting a shot off as they're down to 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Number 11 does spin and shoot it. No good as the third quarter comes to a close. One more quarter of basketball. Lady Wildcats on top of Maryville, 43-25. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena for the final 8 minutes in a moment.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
They say that being a coach's wife is hard, but Laura Lynn Green, wife of Oak Ridge head coach Aaron Green, and a local State Farm insurance agent, makes buying insurance easy for you. Auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, health, and much more. Laura Lynn Green's office is located at 136 Marquette Road in Oak Ridge. Give her a call today at 483-5666 or say hello to her courtside at any Oak Ridge High School basketball game. She might be a coach's wife, but she was a Wildcat fan first. For State Farm Insurance, call Laura Lynn Green in Oak Ridge. Welcome back to the Wildcat Arena. David Clary, Mark Hayes, along with Titus Fetters, along with Ben George, who's doing some ground camera work for us down on the floor. Lady Wildcats has been all Oak Ridge in this one, Mark. Haven't been able to say that the last 2 Lady Wildcat ball games, but today they have taken Maryville, never have trailed in the ball game, and just consistently built up the lead and held it this ball game.
Yeah, Lady Wildcats seem a lot more focused, fewer mistakes this game than they had in previous games. Specifically talking about like defensive breakdowns. As a long 3 is up and good by Mitchell.
You're talking about these freshmen. They can shoot the basketball. Lady Wildcats have got some really good talent in the pipeline. There's only one senior left on the roster here. That's Bella Boone, and she hasn't even played in this ball game. Lady Wildcats by 21, 46-25 the score. Bounce pass inside for a shot blocked by Jenna. Out of bounds. No foul there. 46-25 Lady Wildcats. How many points did you say Jenna had?
Jenna has 12, David.
Lady Wildcats have kind of spread the wealth on this one, and that's what you got to do, especially if you're a young team. You can't really rely, and we have been relying on Jenna too much in about every ball game. But tonight, though, or this afternoon, the Lady Wildcats, there's 2 Maryville Rebels on the floor. The Wildcats should have had numbers there. But like I said, here's a 3, long 3. It's on its way, no good. Rebounded by Oak Ridge. The Wildcats set it back up. Ayanna Porter drives into Jenna. And before that, I think she was shoved and fouled by number 23, Ella Lott of Maryville. But what I was going to say is we can't just keep counting on Jenna to score all the points, bring the ball up the floor, get all the rebounds. I like this much better, much evenly spread out.
Yeah, I do too. I don't really enjoy watching teams where they are so reliant on a single player. It just doesn't work out very well. Because every once in a while a player will not have a good night, and then if that's the case, then the team has no idea what to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering. The losses that Austin East has had, if the Cherry brothers had off nights those nights, because I can't see them losing much as good as those two players were. Here's a shot on its way, no good. Another foul against Maryville will send Oak Ridge to the line. I mean, the Cherry brothers both combined for 50-plus points yesterday. And if they had an off night, you kind of figure, I guess, that who knows?
Yeah, I don't know
I
how.
don't know.
I agree with you. I don't know how successful they could be if you know uh, if there was a reason that neither of those players could show up for a game, Austin East would be in trouble.
Lady Wildcats back up by 22, 47-25, 6:37 to play in the game. Lady Wildcats now have their biggest lead of the game, 48-25. Coach Taylor Clark's Lady Rebel team struggling a little bit. They don't look like a bad team, as I said. Maybe they're just having an off night here. They haven't really, they're not as aggressive shooting the ball. Here's a long three. It's up good. Maybe they need to do a little bit more of that. It's 48 now to 28, back to a 13-point lead as the ball's knocked out of bounds. Ayana didn't really aggressively go for it as it was kind of rolling out of bounds, but it will be Lady Wildcat basketball. I'm really kind of surprised, really, that we've got to the 6:16 mark in the ball game, and Lady Wildcats have not substituted all that much.
I was thinking the same thing, David. I mean, we've only gone one player deep on our bench, I believe.
Here comes Jenna Johnson with a shot. Good. Off the glass goes Jenna, and the Lady Wildcats have 50. It's 50-28. 5 minutes, 58 seconds to play. I'm wondering if, they had a shoot around this morning, and I'm wondering if some people were late and if that's the reason why we're going with the same group here, or if there's I don't want to ask her that on the air when she comes up here, but I'm curious. I mean, it's just, we haven't played any of our post players. I guess you could consider, like, Jenna, I guess, would be our post, but she's really not a post. I think Bella and Evelyn would be the two post players that come to mind, but they haven't played at all in this game.
No, like I said, I was wondering the exact same thing because we have not seen. I was thinking Bella Boone and, specifically
Evelyn Eubanks.
Evelyn Eubanks. I mean, just have not seen them tonight, and that's curious.
Paige Long hadn't even gotten in the ball game as well. Lady Wildcats have another. Well, they turned the ball over there, and they're going to give up a layup here, and it's good. Kind of telegraphed that one back to a 20-point game, and another foul is going to be called against Maryville. Maryville becoming aggressive here. The foul is going to be called against Addie Blackburn, I believe. Lady Wildcats by 20, 50-30 is our score. Oak Ridge ball. Jenna will work the ball in. Really, Honesty Thompson's the only person who's come in off the bench.
That's the only person I've got coming in, David.
And here come the Lady Rebels. The Wildcats, another too long of a pass. Tried to go all the way down the floor and across the floor. And it's picked off as they work the ball in for a shot. And Jenna fouls number 24, Katie Wallace. And she'll go to the free throw line. Lady Wildcats by 20, 50-30. They have not been challenged. The closest the game got at one point, I believe, they got it down to 4, and it was 18-14. But since that time, Lady Wildcats have just steadily built the lead up. Now, that was the closest it's been, and that was at the 6-minute mark of the second quarter. And since that time, it's been all Oak Ridge.
Lady Wildcats, as I said, they're just exceptional. As the free throw's up, no good. Nice rebound by Jenna Johnson.
Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. I guess that's Ayana kind of going a little bit quicker as she sets that up once again, backing up to the midcourt circle. Her hair's so long, it's kind of hard to see her number as they work the ball in. That is Ayana. I can see her face, but when she has her back to me when we start, there's a jump ball. The alternate possession arrow will give the ball to the Lady Rebels as they substitute into the ball game number 30 for them. And I don't have her on my roster, but at this point, it looks like the Lady Wildcats are headed for their 6th win of the year. Lady Wildcats trying to go 6-2 on the year. The Lady Rebels trying to win their 4th game of the year as the foul's called against Oak Ridge. Janaea Pippins is in the ball game. Ulisha Mitchell, Ayana Porter, Sakari Stewart, and Jenna Johnson, the original starting 5. Maybe what Coach Taylor is doing. She wants them to get in shape, better shape, as the camera, as they work the ball down the floor. Lady Wildcats have been playing their starters most of the ball game as we don't want to continue to hammer that, but it's just kind of surprising. Here's Ayana splitting the defense and turns the ball over. Ayana will make that play most of the time, but she's just not there yet as that shot is up and it's good. But the only way for her to get into basketball shape is to play. As she drives down the floor and draws the foul, and Oak Ridge will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I dare say that, a few more practices and she'll be much closer to in shape because I would imagine I've not seen any of these the practices that Coach Taylor executes, but I can't imagine that there's a whole lot of standing around involved.
There's not. She's all about the conditioning part of it as Ayana drops in the free throw. 19-point lead once again, 51-32. Lady Wildcats in the lead with 4:03 to play. The boys' game will follow. We'll let people stay tuned for that. Toss is good. Ayana, how many does she have tonight?
She has 13, having a great night from the free throw line, David. Looks like she's 7 of 9 from the free throw line.
Maryville basketball. They work the ball across the midcourt line. To the left block, they work it in for an easy one. Shot is good. There's a breakdown on somebody's part. I believe that was Carly Hunt who knocked it in. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Elisha Mitchell with it. Trapped in the midcourt line. Ball's loose on the floor. Going to have another jump ball. This time the Lady Wildcats will get possession. Leading by 18, 52-34. I'm pleased with the Lady Wildcats today. After the last two ball games, and I know, Mark, you didn't go down to Cleveland with us on Tuesday, but they didn't look good there, and they definitely didn't look good last night against Stone Memorial. Competition has a lot to do with it, as Lady Wildcats might be getting tired here, and maybe she should substitute a little bit because they appear to be running out of gas a bit as Janaea throws one over the head of the Lady Wildcats. But I don't think we're going to lose this ball game, and I'm much more less worried, I guess, with their play after this ball game.
Yeah, I mean, by far this is the best game that I've seen the Lady Wildcats play. Even though that the win that they had at Powell was very impressive as they fought back basically the entire game because they just had a very poor start there. But today's game, actually, for the Lady Wildcats, they played very consistent.
Missed shot, rebounded by the Lady Wildcats, up by 18 points. Maryville very aggressive. There's going to be a foul called against Lady Rebels. They're not too aggressive on offense, which I don't know if you've noticed that. They are maybe the game plan is to be a little bit more patient. They don't just jack up shots, but they're a little bit more aggressive since they've been trailing in this game. But as Oak Ridge goes to the free throw line, free throw is good. Lady Wildcats hit the toss. I believe that's Sakari. Can't tell by the hair.
I believe it is as well, David. Looking at the court, I don't see another two out there, so I believe that's her. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I think she's the only two we have. Lady Wildcats by 20 once again. 2:55 to play in the ball game. 54-34. The Hamilton Heights Hawks will be in the gym here in a few moments as they get a shot up. Good. I think the Wildcats are getting tired, Mark. I honestly believe they're getting tired. As Elisha Mitchell jumps in a three. Good. She's not tired. She just popped that one in from long range, and we're back up by 21 points. Here comes Maryville down the floor. I think they're getting tired as well. 2:26 to play. I'm tired. My voice is tired anyway. As Maryville gets a shot blocked by Jenna Johnson out of bounds. Jenna's had several blocks tonight. She seems to be much more comfortable playing on that knee now than she was in the first couple ball games. Go back to the Powell game where she kind of favored it a bit. You wouldn't know it in this ball game.
Yeah, I mean, specifically in the Powell game, as a three is up by number 34, Skoog. That's her first three of the ball game, first 3 points as well. But specifically in the Powell game, you could tell that Jenna was not comfortable on that knee. She even limped a few times off the court.
Here's another three on its way. Good. And it's dropped in by Elisha Mitchell. And the Lady Wildcats are up 60-39 with 1:54 to play. Lady Wildcats, this has kind of been the way they've played all season long. They seem to get hotter shooting the ball in the second half, as we can tell by that Powell ball game where they didn't hit anything in the first half, but in the second half, everything was going in.
Yeah, I remember I was actually driving, listening to the game on Tuesday at Cleveland. I was hoping that was going to happen when they, fell behind early to Cleveland, but Cleveland must have been just a great team because that was, they were unable to, really pull that close, I believe.
Lady Wildcats get a rebound and bring the ball down the floor. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Minute 29 to play. Lady Wildcats now will start to bring in some new players in the game. Well, no, that's just Honesty Thompson once again. Other girl's just on the bench there. It'll be Camera working the ball out here. A blocking foul is going to be called against number 12, Addie Blackburn. And it'll be Oak Ridge going to the free throw line. And by Blackburn's reaction, has she fouled out of the ball game? I think she has.
Yes, she has, David. She had to sit on the bench for a while with 4 fouls, but then she came back in, and now she's back out.
Here comes Bella Boone in the ball game. Here comes Evelyn Eubanks in the ball game. Paige Lawing is coming into the ball game. Lady Wildcats are substituting, leading 60-39. Minute 23 to play in the ball game. To the free throw line, Oak Ridge. Free throw is good by Ulisha Mitchell.
Mitchell now with 19 points in the ball game, David. Just a great night for her.
The freshman knocks in another one, and she's got 20. And the Lady Wildcat lead is back up to 23, and the Lady Wildcats have cleared their bench. A minute 23 to play in the ball game, 62-39, and it's a good region win for the Lady Wildcats. Lady Wildcats go on offense. Did I miss another player? I think Tharp has come in the ball game. Anaya Hayward Tharp. That's Brandon
Lewing
Hayward's
is in as well.
A little sister, as that's a bucket up and good. 62-41. The Wildcats with the basketball. Page with it to Anaya. Hayward Tharp brings the ball left side. Nearly walks, harassed, works the ball top of the circle. Well, they're getting a lot more aggressive. Billa's going to take a little 8-footer. No good. Rebound back to Oak Ridge. Let's see if she goes right back up with it. She does. No good. Big battle for the board. It's pulled away by Maryville. You know, I thought Bella played and earned some playing time today. I'll be eager to ask Coach Taylor. You know, maybe she thought it was better to have a bunch of guards in there, and that's what they did as Maryville had the ball, and they lose it. Hayward Tharp with the basketball. She lost it, taken away by Maryville. They get a shot up. No good, but a foul is going to be called with 27.2 seconds with the Lady Wildcats leading 62-41. Lady Wildcats also substituting Marta Alcaraz Burcell. I don't know. I'm going to have to ask the pronunciation of that, as evidently the ball just went out of bounds, and it'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Lady Wildcats an all-substitute lineup in. As Oak Ridge works it out to Hayward Tharp, quickly down the floor. Lady Wildcats Bella Boone works the ball to number 32, the student. Oh, as the shot is up, good. Was that Tharp, Hayward Tharp?
It was.
And the Lady Wildcat lead is 64-41. Always good to have her. She plays. She smiles all the time. Like I said, that's Brandon Hayward's little sister. As they work the ball in, Maryville does. As the final shot is blocked, the Lady Wildcats have won. 64-41 is the final score. Congratulations to the Lady Wildcats. They end a 2-game losing streak, and they beat our friends from Blount County. The Wildcats are now 31-11 all time against the Maryville Rebels. Your thoughts on the win for the Lady Wildcats? I am very, very happy and very pleased with it.
Yeah, I am too, David. You know, from, as we've said, you know, several times during tonight's broadcast that, you know, they started off very well. And they just kind of kept that. They kind of set the tone early in the ballgame and kept it up.
Let's take a break here. Coach Paige Taylor will be up to speak to me. We'll have the final stats. Hamilton Heights warming up down below. We'll have that boys game coming up. We'll take a break. We'll send it back once again. We'll come back and look at the stats or Coach Taylor following this 3-minute timeout.
Main Street Lofts, a premier rental community to do what you do, enjoy life, and thrive in historic Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Enjoy the lifestyle you deserve with amazing amenities and stunning modern features throughout your apartment home. Our community is sure to please. Enjoy the 24-hour cutting-edge fitness center. Take a dip in our sparkling saltwater swimming pool, or cozy up on a chilly night at our fire pit by our grilling stations. Your furry four-legged friends will surely love exercising in our pet park and getting pampered in our pet spa. Schedule a tour of your new home today or visit us 24/7 at themainstreetlofts.com to view our floor plans and amenities. Our website has our current availability, and you can just apply for your new home from our website. It's time to love where you live.
Chancellor Jamie Brooks has been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
Washboard Wash and Fold Laundry Service is designed to assist customers providing a cost-effective means to having their clothes cleaned and processed. Our wash and fold attendants strive to meet the trust placed on them using a variety of fabric cleaning products of the customer's choice. Our customers have the choice of same-day wash, dry, and fold, or another date that fits their schedule. The Washboard Wash and Fold drop-off service is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're located at 113 Robertsville Road in Oak Ridge. After hours, the drop-off box is available for the customers who work late or need to be to work before 8 a.m. We offer our services to an array of the Oak Ridge community, working parents, persons working extended hours, and local businesses. We are proud of our service to ORHS and other local schools and associations. If time is not an issue, stop by and use the self-service laundry at Bob's Washboard Laundry at 113 Robertsville Road in Oak Ridge. Call our staff at 865-951-3237 for any questions you may have.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency, Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
David Clary back here along with Mark Hayes, Titus Fetters, along with Ben George. The Lady Wildcats victorious in their ball game 64-41 over the Lady Rebels of Maryville High School. We're about 6.5 minutes away from the start of the boys game. The Lady Wildcats have won. Now the guys are going to get set to take on Hamilton Heights out of Chattanooga. And I've said this before, they are not what you would call a TWA sanctioned team. I'll let Ben George say a little bit more about that. And we'll get Ben in here in a moment. As we wait for Coach Taylor as well, we might have to talk to her at halftime of the boys game. She hasn't quite made her way up here. And Ben, let's see if Mark is about ready to go with the stats. Let's see, Mark, are you ready yet?
Let's see if Ben can do his pregame while I get starters and other activities.
All right, let's send it over to Ben.
All right, thank you for waiting on me, David. Tonight's
Anytime.
matchup is between the Oak Ridge Wildcats and the Hamilton Heights Panthers. The Wildcats try to bounce back from their second loss of the season today as they take on Hamilton Heights out of Chattanooga. Hamilton Heights isn't a TWSAA team, but it is an independent division team that plays other TWSAA schools. The Wildcats have scrimmaged them before, but have never had an official game against them. They did play Hamilton Heights Navy back in 2014 and won 68-49 at Bradley Central. They are 6-0 on the season with wins over Catholic, William Blount, Humboldt, Union City, Trinity Christian, and last night a 77-62 win over Alcoa. Last night, the Wildcats dropped an exciting game to Austin East by a score of 83-77, despite leading by double digits in the second half. The Wildcats are now 10-2 with losses to Austin East and Columbia, Georgia in the Bahamas tournament. Last night's game was the first time they had played against one another since 2002. The Roadrunners were coached by Dennard Bertram, who once coached with Coach Green here at Oak Ridge back in the early 2010s. Oak Ridge's next game will be on Tuesday at Sevier County, and unlike tonight, we will be able to stream that game live from Sevierville. We'll also be on 2.7 FM. Last season, Oak Ridge defeated Sevier County 3 times, but the Smoky Bears advanced all the way to the state tournament by beating Carnes in the sectional game. Today's game is sponsored in part by the Fox Insurance Group, Jamie Brooks for Anderson County Chancellor, the Oak Ridge Utility District, Washboard Wash and Fold, the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic, TN Bank of Oak Ridge, Main Street Lofts, Laura Lynn Green of State Farm Insurance, and Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. We're on prepradio.com and Oak Ridge Schools television channel 1082. We'll post both games from the Lady Wildcats and Boys Wildcats with Maryville immediately following the game tonight. We'll be back in just a moment with the starting lineups and the tip-off in just a moment. You're listening to Oak Ridge Basketball